Hey everybody, welcome to Animation Capstone. That's correct. Welcome to Animation Capstone. We've hit week 3. Let's keep moving. We're doing great stuff. So we talked about our title cards last week. This week we're going to talk about animating title cards and end cards and how important they are and really adding that really fun flair to it. That's really what we're going to be doing this week. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's talk about it and let's go from there. So we're going to take a look at reviewing motion graphics and go from there. So just to give everybody a heads up, there is no discussion this week. No discussion at all. So you don't have to worry about any discussions. Just focus on the animating of the title cards and end cards, and that would be great. That's going to be due on Sunday, and then also you have your live lecture. Also, your rubrics are posted in the announcement along with the live lecture link. That's on Tuesday as well, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern as always. So, all right, let's get into it. So I figured we'd talk about motion graphics and just as an overview of motion graphics and how important they are. So motion graphics is really just a broad term that can cover any graphic element that employs animation, and a lot of times motion graphics are employed in every media capable of supporting it. Broadcast film, television, the web largely depend on motion graphics to convey information. And it also is very important to really reel in those audiences and keep them really hooked in, because those bright animations really make things pop and direct eye motion. That really all matters, because remember, animation and motion graphics are neither interchangeable nor identical, but help support each other inconspicuously. And that's how they really work in tandem. Now, when we're talking about film really represents the history of motion graphics from beginning to end, because obviously in the black and white days, they would just use placards or title cards to really talk about how motion graphics were moved from scene to scene, and then also with titles and dialogue and narration for silent stories. But as we move further in time and color became a thing in animation was just as popular as live action, but far more laborious and expensive to create. Everything had to be hand drawn piece by piece, but eventually over time it started to get simpler. And so guys like Alfred Hitchcock really started to use these animated motion graphics in their film, much like how his logo worked, where he just walked into the logo and it just turned into that. That really worked out really great, and that created good animated titles, like for his film North by Northwest. That's how motion graphics really started, with early television with motion in movies. But then as television really uses it today, is really the largest form of media in the world, and this is where Americans spend the most time. I think 3 hours at least a day watching TV. And with the invention of computer animation, it makes motion graphics significantly less expensive. So it's not as laborious over time. In between programs and advertising, motion graphics are constantly competing for the audience's eye and for that dollar. Therefore, have consistently become more visually stimulating over the years. And the more the text moves, the shorter and simpler it's got to be understandable to the audience. That's really the big thing. You don't want to put too much motion so that it's hard to read, and that's a really interesting aspect. Now, it's even gotten better with the internet and web with motion graphics. The internet really represents the future of mass media, and it's still growing to this day. We still don't know the potential of it. And in the beginning, simple GIF animations were common, but generally low resolution, largely garish and ineffective sometimes. But Flash animation was big, but now it's not really used anymore thanks to Apple and Adobe. Now there's just a small growing movement toward animated web materials and other high-quality mobile-friendly methods, and it's even growing stronger with emoticons, quick animations. There's ways they've been going about it, and we can reach even more audiences with HTML5, new Flash versions, JavaScript, and other design programs. And surprisingly enough, most of our motion graphics on the web are distributed television. That's really what it is. But as designers, we've become better at using the tools and expect that web animation to really reach its full potential eventually. And that's where motion graphics really have tied in. Other than that, that's all I got. So class on Tuesday, no discussion, just focus on your assignments. And that's pretty much it. Should have your grades probably midweek, and that's all I got. So enjoy the week. Hope to see everybody for lecture. Take it easy. Bye-bye.